Welcome everyone to the ADV Orlando channel, where riding on two wheels is always an adventure. Today's video is a part of the video documentary that I'm doing of the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. Before we turned on to Specks Road, we were headed south on US Route 11, and maybe about a mile from the West Virginia border. And this road continues on all the way to right outside of the Middleway, West Virginia. And that's kind of where I grew up, so this road was quite familiar to me. It was a back road that we took to go to see friends and to travel to Winchester. And I suspect that any development that happens along this road will be people commuting to Winchester, the Winchester area, or to the Northern Virginia area towards DC. Speaking of developments, right ahead of me, and as we round this curve to the left, you're going to see it on the left also, is the classic example of what I call mass development. It's a decent to large land grab where as many homes as possible are crammed onto them. And what it does, it creates a lot of stress on the local roads, the local infrastructure, and the schools and everything. And I think it's mostly about somebody just getting rich. Unfortunately, no one in the political realm wants to fight against this too much. Each home that exists pays taxes, real estate taxes, property taxes, income taxes, and all of that tax revenue is given to the local authorities. I think the vicious cycle here is that the more money that these politicians get and local authorities, if you can put it that way, the more they will spend and the more they will need increases in the future, which creates the same environment which many of the people coming here are fleeing from, where taxes are just so expensive, land value is so high that it's just not affordable, or there's no quality of life for what you have to pay out to the local government. Here things are much cheaper, but for how long? In a tongue-in-cheek way, I'm reminded of a co-worker that I worked with some years ago. On the door outside of her office was a picture, it looked like some type of amoeba or cell, and it was titled "The Earth Virus." And I was like, that's interesting. And when I looked at it closer, it was actually a layout for a housing development. I don't know why I remember that, but it does kind of tie into the movie The Matrix, if you've ever seen that. Towards the end, Morpheus is being interrogated by Agent Smith, and he says that humans aren't like normal mammals that find a natural equilibrium with the planet around them. Humans tend to consume all the resources around them and then expand to newer areas, and then develop that area too. And he likened it to being not like mammals, but more like viruses. But on the lighter side, I'd have to say that I'm part of that virus machine myself, because when we moved to a development in Middleway when I was 11 years old, I never looked back. West Virginia became my forever home, and I love being here. I just hate seeing it not being the same as when I grew up in this area. But I imagine back in early America, a lot of the Indians that saw the settlers weren't too happy with the way things were developing. Fortunately, it looks like most of the development is done now anyway, so I'll stop complaining about it, and we can just enjoy the beautiful sky, the beautiful countryside, and the nice ride on a bike that makes it all worthwhile. and worth preserving. And always remember to ride what you have whenever you can, wherever the road takes you.